Today's success story is about getting a biometrics appointment overseas. It is extremely hard and it is life-changing, and it is so important, but it seems so insignificant and small. But that's just how, in a way, broken our immigration system is. This family, they've invested over $500,000 into the United States through the EB-5 program. They just couldn't get the biometrics. So they got their conditional green card with their 526 approval, but the family had an emergency, so they were outside of the US. They left the US, their green card expired. COVID happened, they couldn't come back in. They filed for the 829 to get the 10-year green card, and the USCIS issues them a biometrics appointment. Come get a fingerprint. They were stuck in a catch-22. They couldn't fly to the US because their green card was expired, their 829 was expired. They couldn't fly to the US, but they needed to do their fingerprint in order for them to get the 10-year green card, in order for them to fly to the US. You might say, well, can't you go to the consulate? They've tried. SB1 was not an option, right? Every single thing was stuck. They found one attorney couldn't do it, found another attorney couldn't do it, finally contacted us. And we tried to get them in, but the customs officer would not let them. So now they're truly stuck outside. We tried our absolute best to see if the customs officer would let them in through humanitarian parole to come in, get their fingerprint, fly out, green card comes, mail it to them, they come back in a green card. That's how we used to have solved this simple problem. But because of the executive order, humanitarian parole was canceled, so a simple fix could not be done. We didn't give up. So this is the next thing we did. We went to Santa Ana field office and we begged the officer. We first filed with USCIS, then we got the InfoPass appointment, and then we begged the officer, can you please grant the 551 stamp on their passport, because they already mailed the passport to us, right? We contacted USCIS, we got the InfoPass, and we had the clients mail their entire family's passport to our office. We brought it down to the field office with a 551 stamp, said, can you please stamp it? And the officer talked with us for a long time and said, no, sorry, based on policy. We were so close. We felt the officer was going to do it, but at the end of the day, said couldn't. And we begged them, well, at least can you help us try to get an appointment overseas, biometrics? They said maybe. So same day, we got the rejection. We overseed the passport back to the client, and we contacted a field office overseas, a USCIS biometrics appointment office overseas, to see if they can do it. We corresponded a few times, and ultimately they said no. We said, why not? You were able to help us last time. Our previous client who couldn't get a biometrics in the US, you were able to help. And then the biometrics center overseas said, well, that was because they lived in a country without a biometrics center. But now your client, who is from China, they could go to the USC, they could go to the Guangzhou consulate to get the biometrics. So defer it back to them. Again, we hit another dead end. CBP gave us a dead end. Santa Ana emergency 501 stamp gave us a dead end. USCIS office overseas gave us a dead end. And now we were forced to go back to the Guangzhou consulate. But we had 3 essential letter recs: the CBP letter rec, we got the field office overseas, and the Santa Ana office. And we used all of that to contact the Guangzhou consulate and said, can you please let our client do this biometrics? It was a circumstance that's beyond their control. They couldn't get back to the US. Look at all the things that we've tried. And the Guangzhou office said, yes, come. Client flew there, got the biometrics, the 829 processing at USCIS reopened, and the green card is going to be adjudicated, processed, and the entire family can finally get their 10-year green card after 10 years of investment and after being stuck abroad for so long. Something as simple as getting your fingerprint done. For really wealthy individuals, that is the immigration system. A lot of people see immigration only in their own little lane. DACA recipients have an extremely hard time. I understand. Asylum applicants have an extremely hard time. Immigration judges. And a lot of people who are going through the EB2, EB3 perm process, extremely hard time. And everybody thinks grass is greener on the other side. We are here to tell you, everybody suffers almost indiscriminately because of the political system and because of the difficult immigration system that we have. Life happens and our system cannot adapt fast enough. And this was all the methods that we had to do just so that they can get a simple biometrics appointment, just so they can finally come to the US as a green card holder. But we're very happy to share this success story with you. It's nearly impossible to get biometrics overseas. Maybe this is what we just have to do in the future every single time, right? Show the enormous amount of work that we had to go through in order for them to contact their consulate, but at least it worked. So if you guys have any questions about biometrics overseas and how to prove it, we'd love to share with you. We'd love to talk to you. Feel free to book a consultation. Thank you. Bye-bye.